I'm good. Do you want more with soy sauce? Okay, come here. Okay, so I just finished writing for 30 minutes and I have, I was highly distracted, just so you guys know. And currently I have, from that writing sprint, 282 words, which isn't so bad. It's very rough. I am gonna be editing it like later this week and polishing it. I like to polish each chapter. I know I'm not supposed to, but it is really, really rough to do. And I've been having issues with this chapter because it is a chapter where this huge thing is going to happen in the next one, and I am trying to get the main characters, the main female character, Eliana, and Theo, who is one of the main male characters. Can I say that really fast? For their relationship to grow, but it's also for Eliana's growth to start getting pushed even more. And that's something that's really important for me in this story, is that I want her growth to really show. And so this is really rough. I know it's going to be a good chapter. I'm letting this kind of play out on its own and see where it goes. But it is a little bit difficult to do. I don't know why it's so hard for me to show this part of revealing a trauma to someone. Like that's what's gonna make them get closer, right? I'm sorry with the crazy hair. I have the fan on, and if you guys can hear that, I'm sorry, but it's so hot right now in our breakfast table area because we have like a super big window in front, and the heat's just coming in. So, yeah. So I have about 282, I have 282 words. I won't have time to write for the rest of the day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the afternoon, just watching YouTube, and then while listening to YouTube while I clean and do laundry and cook dinner. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Today. I'm gonna have my coffee, read a little bit, about 10 pages, watch some vlogs, writing vlogs to get me inspired, to see where everyone's at. I love watching people's progress, even the smallest channels. Typically I do love to watch smaller channels. And we're gonna write today. My goal is to have 1,000 words today. We'll see, because I'm not feeling inspired, but inspiration and motivation, those come and go, but discipline stays. So that's what I'm practicing and kind of tackling this like working out. You just write even if you don't feel like it. So that's what I'm gonna do. My goal is 1,000 at the end of the day. I don't have to clean the house too much, and I'm also hoping that it doesn't storm. There's a hurricane coming here in Texas, and hopefully we don't get hit too bad. So gotta prep for that too, just some meals here and there, just in case. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my little morning routine, and I'll check in with you guys once I finish writing for the morning session. All right. Okay, so I just finished a 25-minute sprint and feeling better about this chapter. I've been, I don't know, stuck on it for some reason for 2 weeks, but I decided to just write and I'll think about it and just do more dialogue and not make it as complex. Typically, I just like write paragraphs. And for some reason, it wasn't flowing very well and I was getting stuck on it. And so with that 25-minute writing sprint, I wrote 300 words, which is not bad. It's not bad. I just like the fact that I was going a 25 minute, I think it's 20-minute writing sprint, and I wrote 300 words, a little over 300 words. So overall total for the first writing session, which was about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, I don't know, I think it's closer to 40 minutes. 40 minutes, I wrote about 600 words. The chapter overall is so far a little over 1,600 words. So not bad. I might write again later today. It really depends. Okay, so it is 7:26. I stopped and it's taking me a while to edit this chapter. It is so rough. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's really rough. I'm gonna go work out in a little bit, finish my coffee, work out, and go back to this throughout the day. It's not hard to edit, it's just, I don't know, it's like a sandwich, right? It's an unfinished sandwich and I'm putting like the toppings on and the condiments on it. It's what I'm basically doing. The meat's there. It's just, it needs extra stuff. So that's what I'm doing to it, if that makes sense. That's such a weird metaphor, but it's taking a little bit, but I am gonna finish this today. That is the goal for today. Since I won't be able to touch this weekend, I don't write, if any at all, during the weekend. Like I said last time, I was gonna try to write on the weekend. Didn't happen. So I'm gonna finish this today. That is the goal, to finish it today, and get it up and running by tonight. Hopefully. No, not hopefully. It is gonna happen. We gotta say it, manifest it. It's gonna happen. But definitely only gonna upload 10 chapters on Kindle Vella because this takes forever and I just wanna write the first draft, finish it by the end of January, beginning of February, and get to drafting it again, like second draft in March. You know what I'm saying? Because your girl will probably be pregnant by then. If, God willing, we are blessed with another one. So, another baby. So, I want to get it done. I want to publish this on KU sometime next year. My whole thing is like summer, but I think it's going to be whatever sometime next year. So I want to get the first draft done, and this editing thing as I go is no bueno. So, but I'm only going to do it for 10 chapters. Even then, that is going to be the first draft editing first 10 chapters. So it's not even like set in stone, you know what I mean? So even if you guys read it on Kindle Vella, it may look different on the book. Maybe I might pull out the story and just put another story in Kindle Vella, because I have an idea for a Kindle Vella, specifically a Kindle Vella story. So we'll see. I'm gonna go work out, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, you'll see me editing, or I'll check back in and let you guys know. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. In 15 minutes after I watch a little bit of YouTube, which I enjoy, I was gonna read Man's Search for Meaning, but it gets me in the kind of mood that is not correct or not right for writing a fantasy book. Did I mention that this was a fantasy book? It's a fantasy book. Romantasy, I guess you'd say. Romance fantasy book. So I'm gonna watch a bunch of people on YouTube to get inspired and get in the mood of writing, and then while I drink my coffee, and then start writing, probably for like an hour. So I'm gonna try to do 2 20-minute sprints, allowing myself a 10-minute break each time. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I plotted Between Kingdoms really well, right? But I also am pantsing some of it. Like the scenes, I pants them. Like I write them ahead of time and then I pants them, depending on where it's going. So I am stuck on chapter 6. I have written 2,500-ish words, give or take, for this chapter, and I just don't think it's right. And it's pissing me off. Chapter 5 ended really well, introducing our third main character, and also introducing a villain. And now I'm stuck. Like, I want this chapter to bring 2 characters closer. It's necessary and needed, and we need chemistry because it is a romance fantasy. However, the bantering, when I wrote it, ended up comforting each other. So, I don't know, right? I don't know, because it could go either way, and it just feels natural that way. But then it's like this main character is taking the role of another character, but it just seems natural. But then now I'm like a question mark with the other character, like what their personality is gonna be, you know? So I have a huge question mark in my head, and it's a little frustrating because typically I know what I'm doing. So, this is the first draft. I don't need to make it so serious. But I am, it's because I'm also publishing it on Kindle Vella, and I wanted to update it weekly, but with this thing, I can't do it, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter. Not a lot of people read my Kindle Vella anyway. Like, that sounds so disheartening. But I mean, I'm just telling the truth. It's like nobody really reads it. Like if I look, like no one's reading it the last 7 days. No one's read it. That's okay. This month, let's just say this month, nobody has read it, and that is okay. So it's like I'm not like pressured, it's just something I placed on myself. So I am gonna finish writing this chapter is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna edit it, read through it, and really think about the roles of these characters, and it might have to change. It seems to be going that way. And I think I've said it before, like I plotted, but I'm allowing these characters to do their thing. So it just feels genuine, that's why, Yeah, it feels genuine. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do this. I think I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm probably not making any sense because y'all don't know much about what the story is, but I was just a little stuck for a second. So I just have to write this down first because in my head, their relationship is a certain way, but it's looking like it's gonna be a different kind of start to their romance. So, good, all right? I'll see you guys in like a couple minutes. The crazy hair is gonna stay, I think. Okay. Sorry, it is super early and my hair is out of control. So it is Saturday, September 14th, and I am not done with editing as I thought I would be, but I am about 30% done. It is gonna get done by Sunday, I think. I don't know, there's a lot of things that we're doing this weekend, and this is the only time I have to do it. But this whole experience of editing this very long chapter, this very difficult chapter, because it took me 2 weeks to write this chapter. It's 4,000 words now. It's a lot that I am cutting and finishing and polishing. It's been a long one, and one of the things I realized while I was doing this weekly vlog is I do not want to do this for every chapter. Like, you're not supposed to edit. Like, it's taking way too long. But because I'm publishing a couple of chapters on Kindle Vella, I have to at least polish it enough where it makes sense. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but enough to make sense. And now I have this thought if I should just stop at chapter 5 for Between Kingdoms and Kindle Vella and just keep on writing until I finish, because I do have a goal of finishing by end of January 2025, right? That's the next year. Or the beginning of February. So, and if I keep on doing this, it's gonna take me a while. I should have been writing chapter 7 already. So, I have a lot to think about this weekend regarding that, and I still want to write on Kindle Vella because it's fun. So I think for Kindle Vella, I am gonna do more romantic comedy stuff on it because it's fun, like short stories. It is episodic, so it's more like a telenovela-ish kind of thing. And so, and those are fun. Like, those are fun to write and read. But definitely, this is, I think for Between Kingdoms, it's not the place for it, So I think I may stop at chapter 5, or I'll release 10 chapters on Kindle Vella. So that's something I have to think about this weekend. So if I do decide to release another story on Kindle Vella, I will, like this time, I will document the plotting for that, and just share it with you guys. Everyone has a different way of plotting, although they have similarities from what I have seen everyone do on YouTube or on the books that I read. So it'll be my way of plotting something. Now, granted, when I plot, I almost do it in a way like how you would write a research paper, because that's what I used to do. Is I would write research papers. I was trained in clinical psychology, and that's what we did. And it's something that I enjoy, and there's some skills on that I'm putting into writing fiction. It's completely different way of thinking, right? But the base of it is similar in all of writing, I believe, because you have to plan out different sections in a research paper. You have to gather information, and you also have to use that information gathered about the world or about your subject to create it as your own, because if you don't, that's plagiarism, right? And you have to present it a certain way coming from you. So, but that's just me. Maybe I am bullshitting, I don't know. But that's what I plan to do. But definitely one of the things I've just decided now is Between Kingdoms is a little too much for Kindle Vella, and I think I have to make a decision if I'm going to stop at chapter 5 or 10, because the editing taking too long, and I have a deadline, my own self-imposed deadline, because there's a lot going on next year or in the next few months for me and my family. So yeah, so a lot to think about. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching this weekly vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it and saw a little bit of a snippet of my life. I am a homebody. I don't really go out much. If I do go out, it is walking outside with my kids. Yeah, I'm pretty boring, but writing makes things exciting because I can go in different places by staying in one place. I mean, how amazing is that? Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys stay. I hope you guys liked this video. Subscribe if you want to. And we'll see you soon. See ya.